got a very quick, very short video for you today, and it's basically just asking a question. There's no real tips and strategies and tactics for you to do today. I just want to ask a question, just want to bring some awareness to something. Most people are running around, walking around, going through life trapped by trauma they experienced when they were younger. Now, here's the thing. Trauma doesn't necessarily have to be massive, like any kind of abuse or neglect. It doesn't have to be huge things, right? It can be tiny little things, like a parent that like criticized you every now and again, or parents that made you like perform for the family, like, oh, go on, do your dance, oh, go on, do your sing, and then they kind of laugh at you. Little things like that basically what's the word that I'm looking for? Not hypnotize you, but put you in such a state that you end up going through life running those programs from when you were younger, trying to avoid that pain, or trying to get the pleasure you got when you were younger. So say, for example, big family holiday, and mum and dad were always like, oh, go on, do that song that you always do, or do that dance that you always do, and it's quite funny, and then you do it, and then everyone laughs or they clap or whatever. Now what you're doing, you're telling your brain that you receive love or you receive attention when you play to the crowd, when you do something funny, do something silly, or when you sing or when you dance. And maybe as an adult, like, that's not really who you are. You don't want to be doing that, but you know the only way you really get love and attention based on past experience is through this performance, is through this playing to the crowd. The way you get attention is, again, to perform to the crowd in some way, or make a fool of yourself, and you're running those programs. So the question that I really have for you today, I've got to go because I've not got much time for this today. The question that I want you to ask yourself is, could I be running around, could I be operating from my trauma rather than the truth of who I am? Not me, you. Like, are you living your truth, true to who you are? And another good question to ask is, if you're not sure, is if your parents are still alive, if your parents were dead, would you still be living the same life? Or another good question is, if your parents could never find out, would you still be doing the same things, be in the same relationship, having the same kind of job? And another really good question to ask is, if no one could find out, would you still be living the same way? If not, you're probably running some kind of trauma pattern. And the truth is, we've all got an inner child inside us who just wants love, who wants recognition, who wants to be seen, who wants to be heard. So the question is, are you running old programs? It's just something for you to look at. This is quite deep work, and you might need a coach or some kind of therapist to help you through these. But I just want to get you thinking. Could you be running programs of trauma, or are you living your absolute truth, being who you want to be, having the experiences that you really want to have, or are you still trying to please mommy and daddy? Are you still trying to get love from mommy and daddy? Are you still trying to play it safe because you know what gets you love, you know what is safe for you? Or are you actually fully expanding into the person that you really, truly desire to be? It's just something I wanted to share with you today to get you to think about. And I'll speak to you soon. By the way, if you want to support the channel, it's paypal.me/Coach Matt Smith. Come and follow me on the socials. There's links somewhere near this video. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon.